Alright, welcome everybody, and this is just a video of kind of a debrief of some theories and what just happened on Season 6 of The Walking Dead, the finale, Season 6, Episode 15. Now, if you have not watched it yet, then you should really go watch it. There's going to be spoilers in this episode, so if you haven't watched it yet, you should know that. You should know that there's going to be spoilers. Alright, so I'm sure I know there's a ton of theories out there surrounding whether or not anything. Who died? Who got killed? I mean, it just goes on and on. There's a ton of theories. People think it's Glenn. People think it's Abraham. People think it's Carl. Dumb people think it's Carl. But, I mean, you can really take this any way. I looked at the video. I watched the very end. I tried to see if he was going in a line to maybe find the order of it. No, there was no line, there was no order. He was just going randomly around the circle, as you can see. He just kind of points to random directions. So he's not going in any particular order. If so, we could have figured out, what order he was going in and the order of the people, and then we could have probably deduced it down to who it was, really. But that was too easy for us. So they had to, make him go in a random order, so we couldn't figure that out. Had to leave us with a freaking cliffhanger, so we'd kill ourselves. So this is all the ending that everybody was scared about. Like, the only ending that we would have really been the most salty about. So that really sucks. Everyone was on the edge of their seats throughout the whole show, and then we get left with a first person. I mean, I gotta admit, the first person killing really did set in a crazy scene. I thought they were gonna kill first person, and then they were gonna pop, and you were gonna see, it was gonna go back, and you were gonna see him just beating whoever it is to death. I was hoping that happened. It didn't. When it came and I saw the ending credits roll, that ending Walking Dead screen that we all hate because it signifies the end of an amazing Walking Dead show, and a week wait, or in this case, a 5-month wait until you find out what happens again. Which sucks. So this is really terrible. We're all really upset about this. Everyone's really upset. There's, of course, all the memes everywhere of, I'll put some of the memes up here that are funny, stupid. I mean, most of them they're really just dumb. They're not that good, but it's pretty funny. People are really losing their shit over this. So, I mean, a lot of stuff happened in the episode besides the killing. I mean, at this point, it looks like Maggie's not doing well. Like, if she doesn't die by Negan, then she's not looking in good shape. Morgan, he broke his vow to not kill, to save Carol, which, I mean, I think she's probably gonna die anyway, but since those two guys came that he found that was their horse, I feel like she'll live. Unfortunately, when is that girl gonna be gone? She's such a boring character now. It's so old. I was hoping she'd die right there on the pavement. That's kind of messed up, but, I mean, I'm just kind of done with her whole character. I don't know. But, yeah, those post-apocalyptic night guys, they're pretty badass. So, now let's get back into the killing scene, because that's pretty much the only other thing that happened. Besides them getting messed up and fucked over at every single turn with the RV. That was just cringe. I was just cringing that whole time. So, there's a lot of theories. I mean, there's this poll right here on this site that I'm looking at for some information, and let's see. I voted, and so to see. 34% of people think that Glenn died, 20 think that Abraham died, 11 think Daryl, 10 think Eugene, and 7 think no one. And then the rest are all like 2% or 1% for the rest of the people that were there, which were Rosita, Maggie, Michonne, Carl, Rick, and Sasha, and Aaron. So everyone that could have died is Glenn, Abraham, Daryl, Eugene, Rosita, Maggie, Michonne, Carl, Rick, Sasha, Aaron. Now, let's think about this for a sec. If you can hear right at the end of the episode, he says this. He says, if anyone tries to interfere, or something like that, he's pretty much saying, if anyone tries to interfere, I will cut out the kid's eye, which is Carl, and feed it to his dad, which is Rick, right? So, that would assume that Rick is not being killed because he has to be able to eat it. So, Rick's out, which we were all pretty sure Rick wasn't going to be killed anyway. And then Carl has to have his eye cut out. I doubt that after beating his face to a pulp, his eye would still be intact to be able to feed him. So, Carl's out. That takes out 2. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. We've got 9 left. There was 12 people there. Now we're at 9. We're at 9 people who can die. Alright? So, it shows 4 people. It says, and you are, and then it shows 4 people, and then it says it. The 4 people are Carl, who didn't die, and Rick, who didn't die, and Abraham and Daryl. So Abraham and Daryl are 2 that are definitely probably in the leading amount of who's going to die. Daryl, fan favorite. I mean, I just really doubt his character is going to be killed off like that. I honestly doubt that. But hey, you never know with this show. Daryl, I personally don't think Daryl died. But Abraham, on the other hand, think about that. Just think about this. He's got all the factors going towards him. He had a heart-to-heart moment with the girl who is there in the moment in the RV. Heart-to-heart moment. That's a red flag for anybody in The Walking Dead. If you have a heart-to-heart moment with someone, or an emotional connection with someone, or a background building, or a character building, character development, it's really risky for you because you're in the hot seat. You're in the hot seat for being killed, right? I mean, in this show, we've come to know that. So, sorry about that clicking. It was my pen. I think Abraham is, honestly, he's my pick to think you died. I know, before you yell at me, oh, Glenn died in the comic book, it's obviously Glenn. I mean, Glenn's obviously number 2 on my list. But I really think that Glenn isn't going to die. I feel like it's too obvious. I feel like that's what happened in the comic books, and I feel like they're going to switch it up. And Glenn's been there for so long, his character is so developed, and Maggie's there. I feel like they really want Glenn and Maggie to escape, and them to be able to, they have that needing to escape, or that fighting for, the baby's life and also their lives. I feel like they're going to keep that. I really do. But, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying anything here. This is just my theory. Alright, so Glenn, I don't think Glenn died. I think that's too obvious. Abraham. I think Abraham was the one to go. I think it was. Which really sucks because Abraham was a really good character and we were all just starting to get to really like him even more. Another thing, another reason why I think it could be Abraham. Because he took it like a champ. Right? I mean, the person who got hit took it like a man. Quote Negan. Took it like a man. So, I mean, there's pointing towards it right there. Abraham he's a freaking BA. He's BA. So I can see him being able to take a hit. Glenn, I mean, he's badass, but I just, it's hard for me to think that he could take that after being he was in the crate or the back of that van, whatever it was, and he seemed weak and dehydrated and stuff. So I don't think that he could have taken that first hit. And Abraham was the only one that was acting like a real tough ass, He was sitting there and he was just taking it. He just looked Negan straight in the eyes, and he was like the only one sitting up, really. Whew. Well, I think rest in peace, Abraham, honestly. That's what I think. I want to know all your guys' theories in the comments. I'd absolutely love to hear you guys' theories. I want to know more. I want to think about more. Maybe we can do some more videos in the future. I just thought I'd make this because, man, it was a crazy episode. It's been a crazy season, and I think we all are really gonna miss it for about 5 months. Oh, and if you just want to know real quick, The Walking Dead will be coming back in October. I think that's a pretty much definite. All seasons have come back in October at this point. Shooting for somewhere around October 1st to 5th. There's been rumors about the 1st, but I feel like it's gonna be the 5th. Always gets moved back, but oh man. Honestly, I hope someone spoils it. I hope, spoiler gets leaked, because I think we all really, really want to know. we all really, really want to know what happened, right? Alright. Well, I mean, this was a great episode, guys. Season finale, the extended episode, hour and a half long. An hour with all the freaking ads, but, I mean, it's alright. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you did watch all the way through, leave your ideas, your theories, your comments, your suggestions down in the comment section, and I will see you guys all later.